everybody, welcome to the CSP YouTube channel. I'm Dusty. It's good to be here with you all in some fashion. I hope that you're doing well and staying safe. I hope that you can check out this YouTube channel from time to time and get some inspiration and some encouragement and some connection with other people that you know. And we miss you guys, so we hope that you enjoy this. And it gives us some way that we can be connecting with you as well. Just wanted to say on that note that since Emerson and I are going to be doing some cooking demos coming up, we're going to try to do 2 demonstrations to start that we will be posting on the YouTube channel itself. So the first one that we're thinking of doing is a bread demonstration, and then the second one is going to be tacos. So both of those are things that you can use pantry items for, or things that you have lying around your home that can make for easy, quick meals while you're staying at home.
So with that said, for anyone who hasn't been to a cooking demo at the CSP, we have a few main goals, and that's kind of what drives the recipes that we choose to share with y'all and show you how to make. That's usually, aiming for something that's tasty, nutritious, and affordable.
We also wanted to let you know that there are some other ideas out there for while you're at home with quarantine, or while you're at home staying at home. One idea that we have for you to remind you of is chili. Chili's a great pantry meal. You can use a lot of canned goods and a lot of spices that don't go bad. So if you have some chili items on hand, or if you're able to get some, or something that you can plan for in the future, to get some chili beans. You can use chili beans, black beans, kidney beans. Also, you can use canned tomatoes and tomato sauce or paste. I like to throw corn in mine as well. You chop up some onions if you have them, or use onion powder or onion flakes if those are easier for you that are non-perishables. You can mix all that stuff in together. If you want it to be a little runny, you can add a little water or some apple cider vinegar for a little flavor. And just a little bit of that, though, to go along with a little bit of water if you're looking for it to be a little runny. If you want it to be a little thicker, then you can add all those ingredients in, and then you can cook it down a little bit more. So those are just a couple ideas for you. Some of the spices that you can use for chili would be chili powder, cayenne pepper, salt, pepper. Trying to think, you could throw in some other herbs if you wanted to, like some oregano or some other seasonings that you have lying around that might go well with your chili. Yeah.
The idea that I wanted to share with you today is stir fry. So really lends itself to substitutions, to whatever sounds good to you, to a lot of sauce or just a little sauce. So it's one that you can make a pretty tasty end result with kind of whatever you have. I like to think about it like a formula sort of a few key components, and if you just kind of try to hit on each of those, you'll probably end up with something pretty tasty. So whatever veggies you have and whatever veggies sound good to you, whatever kind of protein you want to put in, so whether that's meat or chickpeas or tofu or not quite so much protein, but if you have or if you want to get canned mock duck, and then just the spices, sauce, kind of that piece as well. So for veggies, I mean, like I said, anything that sounds good you can toss in, and you're probably going to want to start with things like onions and garlic. If you have ginger, whether it's ground or fresh, because those will add some really good aromatics and solid flavor, whether you do much of a sauce or not. And then after that, I mean, you can toss in carrots, zucchini, baby corn, celery, peas, broccoli, cauliflower, kale. The list can really go on. You can't go wrong. One thing that can add a nice little crunch is water chestnut. So that's canned as well, so it'll stay, it'll keep in your pantry for as long as you want. As far as protein goes, any meats that you want, chicken, beef, shrimp, those are all things that you can also find frozen right now. So if you want to stock up and have some for making it again later. And otherwise, like I said, chickpeas are one of my favorite things if I'm not doing meat. Or tofu, you're going to want to bake to dry it out a little bit with at least some salt and pepper and maybe some soy sauce and stuff like that. Or another idea is mock duck. And then I just want to take a minute to touch on some sauce ideas. Like I said, you can go kind of as big or as small as you want here. Things like soy sauce, hoisin, oyster sauce, fish sauce, sweet chili, kind of like sriracha, a little rice vinegar. So you can add any number of those things or just one of them, and it often will taste pretty good. One idea in particular is if you add some ketchup, soy sauce, either rice vinegar or apple cider vinegar, that'll make kind of a sweet and sour sauce. So you can experiment with quantities and stuff. And otherwise, you can just top it off with things like peanuts, cashews, like I said, water chestnuts. Probably not a lot of folks are going to have a lot of cilantro right now since that's a fresh thing, but that's a really good thing to top it off with. Green onions fresh over the top. And one thing that's really good for some sweetness is canned pineapple. So that's an easy thing to keep on hand that'll last as well. I hope maybe you give this a try and stay tuned for some of the whole demos that we're going to be doing. Thanks.
Well, those are a couple ideas that we have for you, and we hope that you get a chance to look over these. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for some upcoming cooking demos that you're interested in seeing, or if you have some other ideas for some good recipes that you've been using during this time that you've been at home, just get in touch with either Emerson and I, and we'll go through them and we'll try to get that information out to you all as best as possible. Hope you all are doing great. Have a great rest of your day, and keep your eyes open for the next cooking demo. All right, take care, everybody.